Hey folks, I haven't been out in a few days. I didn't know what to expect when I come out here because I know we got snow a couple times. And we're getting squalls right now. And we have nothing major, it's just light stuff. So we have a blowing snow advisory. And it's only -2 today, it's not too bad. But poor visibility in snow and blowing snow is expected or occurring in some locations. Sudden, very low visibility in snow and local blowing snow this afternoon. The strong northwest winds gusting to 60 km/h are causing blowing snow in many areas. Blowing snow is expected to continue in many areas until this evening, at which point winds will slowly diminish. Well, we're not getting that much wind right now. So I'm going to assume either, it's just supposed to end this afternoon, or evening. Until this evening. So I'm guessing maybe out of town, out in the open areas, the wind's a bit stronger. I don't know. There's definitely wind, but it's nothing really major. Sorry, my screen caps are all out of order here. Okay. It's gusty, it's not sustained wind. I just heard it and I looked out and there's like snow blowing all over, so okay, I get it. So I got another scam. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, just going to go through it really quickly. An Amazon order, it was a text. Your account has been placed on hold due to suspicious activity. See login.securitycenter-amazon.ca to resolve. My first impression is, okay, it's garbage. Well, I know it's garbage anyways. But it's securitycenter-amazon.ca. So if that was a dot, then it would be amazon.ca, and Security Center would be a subdomain, but because it's a dash, the actual website is securitycenter-amazon.ca. The other thing I'm looking at here is the .ca, you have to be registered you have to prove your location, prove you're in Canada to have a .ca domain. I know that, we have been through it. So this website is registered, so it's identifiable. So it's kind of a dumb thing for somebody to do if they're going to be scamming. But that's all I got for that. I might save that till I get back. That's kind of a long story. I've been in bed for the last 3 or 4 days. I just want to get out and get some fresh air. I had no energy. And I didn't want to spend another day in bed, so I gotta go out. Temperature's not too bad today, so it's a good time to go out and get some fresh air. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have nothing planned. I'm gonna go grab a Timmy's and whatever I do from there, I just don't know. So, I'm not sure what else to really say. Bungee cord on my door broke, so I'm going to replace it before I head out. I guess that's all I got. Nice thing about not going out is it helps me catch up on the videos I'm behind on. But there's that. So, anyway, I've got to head out and see where the wind blows me. Oh, that wind is crazy. Oh. So I sat by that one river there, looking out over all the ice. You can see where the ice has dropped down, 2 or 3 feet. And one chunk hanging off the tree, the closest one to me, it's like about 8 inches thick. It's pretty thick. But off in the distance, the rest of them are just kind of a lot thinner, maybe 2 or 3 inches. So I don't know why the one's thicker than the others, but you can see just how much higher the water was at one point. Oh my goodness. So I just took a quick drive through town. There's nobody out to talk to, so it's too cold for me to stay out any longer. That wind is pretty crazy. So, at least the snow stopped for now anyway. So I have got a lot of weird dreams lately. Like just strange dreams that aren't really related to anything. I had one last night. I want to tell you about it because it made me think of something rather funny from my past. When I was a kid, probably 2/3 of our backyard was garden. My dad used to grow a lot of stuff. And when the ground's all ripped up, when it's wet, it dries in clumps. And I had these little hard clumps of dirt. I used to throw them at the wall of the house and they'd go poof, explode like little bombs. I used to call them dirt bombs. So that's kind of what this dream was based on. So the bed that I'm using is wider than my mattress. And there's kind of like a little, maybe 1.5 feet off to the side that the mattress doesn't cover. And I use that for a little bit of storage. I got a blanket there, and the cat will lay there beside me. And sometimes he'll just kind of sit with his back feet on the lower part and his front feet on the upper part. You know, sit there and I'll pet him and that. But in my dream, I had a pair of broken glasses. And one of the arms was there. And I noticed this dirt clump on it. Like I say, it was a weird dream. It makes no sense. So I picked it up. I looked at it. Well, that doesn't belong there. So I kind of snapped the dirt off the arm of these glasses. And I threw it at the wall on the other side of the room. And it went poof. But just as I threw it, the door opens. The cat's coming in. Because Smokey knows how to open doors. Our previous cat, Scooby, when we got him, he already had that talent. He knew how to open doors, and he taught Smokey how to do it. So just as I threw it, Smokey comes in, and poof, and he gets showered by dirt, and you know what happens when cats get showered by dirt. And that's about where I woke up. So it was a very strange dream. I've had a lot of them lately, just like the last week. I wake up to these really weird, stupid dreams that had no meaning to them, right? They're just random. But it reminded me of something that kind of kept me awake for a while because I got thinking about it, and it makes me laugh when I think about it. Years ago when I was in school, we were in I'm not even sure what room it was. The far back corner of the school was where all the shop classes were, the auto shop, the welding, and all that. And they have a lot of overhead stuff, so they had 20-foot ceilings. So it was a really tall room. And this particular class, it was the farthest one. It was like right in the very back corner. We had pottery class in that one, and it's where you make things out of clay, and they always turn out to be ashtrays. That was the room we were in, but that wasn't the class. I'm thinking spelling. I'm not sure why, but I'm thinking spelling. So we got this big area, the fun area, and then this little part where the desks are, the classroom part of this room. And we're all in there. There's no windows in this room. and we're all in there, and the power went off. So this was a point. This was grade 7. I was 12 years old in grade 7, so this was 1979, so this was a while ago. And I wasn't a happy person in 1979, as some of you know. So I didn't participate in this particular event. But when I look back on it now, I laugh and I laugh and I laugh. So we're sitting there in class, and the power goes off. And because there's no windows in this room, it's like total darkness. And immediately somebody yells out, "I'm afraid of the dark!" And kind of like a mocking voice, right? I don't know what word to use, but just, you know. And then all of a sudden, all this noise starts. Things start getting thrown around, and everybody starts yelling, and all this noise. And all of a sudden I hear bang on the wall above me, and all of a sudden I get showered and stuff. This reminds me, it's what the dirt bomb reminded me of. And then all of a sudden the teacher starts yelling, calm down, and then the lights come back on, and then everything just goes silent. And it makes me laugh. Just try to picture this. Power goes off, everybody's yelling and screaming. All this noise, things are getting thrown around, the light comes back on, all of a sudden everything just stops. Everybody's back in their seat, and there's these sheets of paper floating down to the floor. that image I cannot get out of my mind. But what hit the wall above me was this little bottle of liquid paper, whiteout, correction fluid, whatever you want to call it, and it exploded. And everything around me, I was covered in white dots, everything, it looked like I got attacked by a flock of pigeons, right? Dive bombed. But I wasn't impressed, teacher wasn't impressed. But I didn't know until the power came back on. I looked up and I saw this big white spot on the wall. It's like I knew what it was, right? But just that image, when the power comes back, all of a sudden everything goes dead silent. Everybody sits down, and there's like these sheets of paper floating down to the floor. And it was like junk everywhere. The classroom was trashed, and the power was only off for a few seconds. But that's probably one of my favorite memories from that. Well, it was high school. I was only in grade 7, but I was in high school for 7 through 12 at that same school. That's probably my best memory. I had a lot of bad memories, but that was probably my best memory. I'll never forget it. And this dream just kind of brought that back. I was thinking about that last night, and I'm laughing. I can't stop laughing. And the cats, the cat gets upset when I laugh. I don't know if he thinks I'm crying or what, but he comes out and he's meow, meow, meow. He's like, it's okay, buddy, I'm just laughing. And but I couldn't stop laughing, and it kept me awake for a long time because I couldn't get that image out of my mind. But I wanted to share that because it was such a funny thing to see. It's like, I don't know explaining it if I can just portray the scene perfectly, just the way I'll never forget it. But I just kind of wanted to share that. But I don't know why I'm having these weird dreams. They're just stupid dreams, meaningless, just completely random. It's just strange. My mind is messed up. The funny thing is, I still had the mentality of a kid. I just, as an adult, I would take part in something like that. If that was to happen today, I'd be right in there throwing things around. It's just the way I am, right? But like I say, back then, I wasn't the same person back then. But, just the memories of that is just hilarious. So, I just kind of wanted to share that. So, I guess I'm ready to go back in. I'm pretty cold now. I got some fresh air. It's pretty nice out. Well, it's not snowing, let's put it that way. And there's a little bit in the driveway. I wouldn't put the blower on. I could probably clean it up with a shovel or something, but it's nothing I'm worried about. We'll probably get more anyway, so I'm not going to go through the effort. I want to be done for the day. Oh, that was loud. I just got an email in my ears. Ping! Oh, excuse me. No, I guess I'm done. Thanks for watching, guys.